Hey y'all, it's Dim here, and I'm back again with another video. And oh boys, this is gonna be quite easy to explain why it's bad. Obviously, if y'all been around on my channel, I already did Deku versus Mike with their composite, so it's kinda obvious that if their rivals or bullies are gonna fight, that it would be on here as well. Plus, I saw already did some of my least favorite matchups on another video as well. So if anybody watched that, then this is gonna be pretty obvious. Um, but yeah, let's just go ahead and go over everything and who I think they should just buy instead. So with that said, let's do it. So just like Deku versus Mike, these two have quite a bit in common, but I don't think it's quite nearly as good. The connections between these two, I thought they were pretty much the opposite of Deku versus Mike. Like they were just sort of born with all of these special powers and gifts, and they're just regarded very highly at the school. And they sort of rely more on broad than brain. And I'm pretty sure that's mostly it. So for the connections, well, I'm pretty sure it goes way deeper than that. It's just sort of like Deku versus Mike, but if Deku versus Mike were actually born with cool powers. But let's go ahead and go into the debate. And I don't, Bakugo wins. Like, if you don't even composite them, it's already obvious that he wins. Like, since Sulley is mostly like around, wall level? Well, Bakugo can pretty much, I think, go to city. Maybe city block. It just, stats are just way higher than Sulley. And when you do composite them, I guess it's close if you like scale Sulley to Sora, which might even be stretching it. But Bakugo could just scale to Deku, who is a Jump Force, and Jump Force had Goku in it. So there's that as well. So the debate also really isn't anything special. But my interest in both of these characters coming in, I think this is the best part. I'd be kinda interested to see Bakugo. I wouldn't mind seeing another My Hero Academia character. And I would be pretty interested in seeing Sulley on the show as well. Or just Monsters Inc. in general. I think that would be pretty cool. And now let's just go ahead and get ourselves into the animation potential. And oh boy, does it suck. It just sucks, guys. I'm sorry. Deku vs. Mike was already a stretch by saying that it could have good animation potential. This one doesn't even have that going for it. I mean, Bakugo mainly goes ahead and flies around, I'm pretty sure. And Sully's probably just much more up close and personal. And he pretty much has few long range attacks. They just don't mesh well together at all, guys. I'm sorry. I know these videos are supposed to go like more in depth about these matchups, but it's so obviously awful. So, why bother? Death potential for both, I guess, could be kinda sad. If Sulley wins, I imagine that once he sort of deals the fighting blow Bakugo, he would feel like kinda sad for him. And maybe it'd be more of a sympathetic type of death. But I just can't see the same for Bakugo. He would probably absolutely destroy Sulley, and probably feel no remorse whatsoever. Eh, yeah, I guess it's really self-explanatory as to why this matchup just doesn't work. It's just a Diet Coke of already a bad matchup with not nearly as good connections, as interesting of a debate potential, and one that would be pretty good, other would be lame, with the only thing going for it is just my interest of the characters showing up. But let's go ahead, I guess, talk about the alternatives for both. For Bakugo, just have a fight Yang. I don't really care for the matchup at all, but the animation potential, I guess, could actually work. I don't think it's a fair debate either, but he probably has much more interesting connections to Sulley. And as for Sulley, just have a fight Glamrock Freddy. And that matchup is probably like way overhated. Or it's either overhated or it's overshadowed by Sulley versus Shrek. They the connections are mainly just characters who go ahead and have to help a kid go through the corporation that they are a part of, and just and the debate is much more close and interesting depending on what you believe for them. The animation potential is really good, as you can sort of have them both bounce off of each other well. For example, you can sort of have Sulley sort of sneaking around, trying to get the upper hand on Grandma Freddy, but then you have Grandma Freddy use Roxanne Eyes to spy Sulley, sort of something like that. Plus, the death would be really sad for both as well. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. It was very self-explanatory as to why, but I feel like that the next matchup is sorry, is even more explanatory as to why it's bad.